Glory to Jesus Christ. Welcome back to another episode of City of Desert. And once again, we are picking up with our reading from the first volume of the Philokalia and the writings and the sayings of Evagrius of Pontus on prayer. And today we are on page 61, if you're following along in the text, and we are picking up with saying number 50. Evagrius writes, "The warfare between us and the demons is waged solely on account of spiritual prayer. For prayer is extremely hateful and offensive to them, whereas it leads us to salvation and peace." It's an interesting little saying from Evagrius, and he uses this little phrase, spiritual prayer, which might sound unusual to many people. What other kind of prayer is there? But for the Father, spiritual prayer would be that in which the nous, as we've talked about in the past, the eye of the heart, the eye of the soul has been purified, is naked, free of all images, ideas, any kind of discursive thought. And so a heart that is radically open to God, where there is no impediment to entering into that full communion with the living God. And so this prayer in particular, that is the fruit of the ascetic life in God's grace, is going to be particularly hateful to the demons and make them wage their battle fiercely. And Evagrius tells us, in fact, this is the purpose of their battling with us, which is to undermine this great reality that our God would do such a thing for us, that he would draw us into a relationship with him, into the life of the Holy Trinity. And so nothing is going to be more hateful to the demons than a heart that has been purified, and that a prayer that arises from the heart without any impediment freely rises to God without any distraction, and that has been freed from the impediments of the passions. And so let us pray today for the gift of purity of heart, for the gift of spiritual prayer, that God would raise us up into the fullness of his life, but he would also give us strength for this unending battle while we are in this world, that we would hold prayer to be the one thing necessary, that which alone has eternal value for us, that we would cling to him and cling to it, knowing that salvation and peace come to us through prayer. Thank you, and God bless you, and have a wonderful day.